Hey everybody, it's me blazevoir, and today I have a sort of synchro combo video for you guys. And I'm going to show you guys how to turn this two card combo. These two cards become this. I guess that would be in defense mode. And of course, like this can technically be a level 7 or 8 synchro if you have the material to make it. But just with these two cards alone, you end up making this board. And I think that's really crazy. And this can be a Quasar as well if you decide to go that route. So let's just go ahead and show this combo off. So like I said, these are the two cards you need. And the other three cards can be anything. I'm just 3 random, like Called by the Grave or whatever. So this is Neospace Connector and Junk Forward. The Junk Forward can be any warrior that can special summon itself. So you have Photon Thrasher, there's Blue Mountain Butterspy, but you have to normal summon the Neospace Connector first. You can play Instant Fusion and any warrior that's level 5 or lower fusion monster. But that takes up extra deck space. It's kind of all up to preference. I went with Junk Forward because it can also be normal summoned. And in the case where I open up like multiple, like Junk Forward plus another warrior that I can special summon, I don't know. But this combo just requires these two cards, and let's just get into it. So we're going to special summon the Junk Forward, and then we're going to normal summon Neospace Connector. Now Neospace Connector is going to get a Neospatian Dark Panther from the deck. No, I didn't make a mistake there. That's not Aqua Dolphin. This is Neospatian Dark Panther. The important thing to know about this card is that it is a beast. Okay, so we're going to link these two away. They're both warriors, and we're going to make an Isolde. Isolde, of course, lets us search a warrior, so let's just get some useless warrior to our hand. It doesn't matter which one. And then we're going to send let's just get the graveyard here. I'm going to send an equip spell to the graveyard and summon a level 1 warrior. I am playing, wherever it is, it's probably right at the top, isn't it? Oh my god, it is. Okay. I'm just playing Boost Warrior. It can be any level 1 warrior. It doesn't matter what it is. I was just playing around with Lavels recently, like seeing if I could make a Link deck with them, and I just happen to have this lying around. So, but yeah, it doesn't matter. And we're going to link Isolde and Boost Warrior to make Summon Sorceress. And Summon Sorceress is pointing at Dark Panther, so we can special summon a beast from the deck. And the beast that we're going to go for is Rescue Ferret. So if you don't know what Rescue Ferret does, I'm just going to quickly go over it because it's not really being used competitively right now. If we can focus in, you can shuffle this card you control into the deck to special summon monsters from your deck whose total levels equal 6 to your zones that link monsters point to, but those monsters have their effects negated and they're destroyed during the end phase. But this card is really interesting. Just because of like it can summon anything, like there's no real restriction on what it is allowed to summon. So we're gonna link these two away, Summon Sorc and Dark Panther, to make a Saryuja. And Saryuja is just gonna have the 2 material effect, where like the things that it points to gain 300 attack. We're gonna use Rescue Ferret's effect, is shuffle it into the deck, and then we're going to summon 3 monsters because we have 3 zones. So we're going to go for Glow Up Bulb. This can be any level 1 tuner except for Jet Synchron. We're going to go for Doppel Warrior. And I think I saw this at the front, at the top. There it is. And Steam the Cloak is our 3rd monster, and they add up to level 6, 1 plus 2 plus 3. Okay. So now we're going to synchro using Steam the Cloak and Doppel Warrior to make a level 5. We're going to make Excel Synchron. This also gets us 3 tokens. Let me move this out of the way. We get 2 Doppel tokens and a Steam token. We're going to use Excel Synchron's effect to send Jet Warrior to the graveyard. I'm sorry, I'm not prepared to look for it. There we go. Send Excel, or set Jet, using Excel to send Jet and reduce Excel's level by 1. Next we're going to synchro using Excel and one of the tokens to make Hyper Librarian. And we use the Glow Bulb and one of the tokens, or like I said, it could be any level 1. Glow Bulb and one of the tokens to make Double Star Shaman. Double Star Shaman. Well, we get to draw a card off a Hyper Librarian, and then Double Star Shaman's effect activates, letting us summon the Doppel from the graveyard. And then we sync the Shaman, Doppel Warrior, and the token to make the second Hyper Librarian. We get to draw from the first, and we get 2 tokens from the Doppel Warrior that we just used. Now at this point, you have Jet in the graveyard, but since I used Glow Bulb, I'll just use Glow Bulb for this. We're going to use Glow Bulb's effect to special summon it by milling the top card of the deck. And then we're going to sync Glow Bulb with this token to make a Formula Synchron. And we're going to draw 2, or we're going to draw 3 actually. 1 off each Hyper Librarian, and then 1 off of the Formula Synchron. Now in this case you can just go into Quasar if you want, but I usually I usually go into Martial Metal Marcher using these 2. And that's because if you happen to draw, well, you end up drawing 2 more cards because of this, because you still have the 2 Hyper Librarians on the field. You can use Martial Metal Marcher's effect to get back Formula, so this was basically free. And there's a chance that you end up drawing a card that can like further extend this combo. So let's just go make the Blazar right now. And this is the ending field I was talking about. And of course, I drew, like, how many cards do I have in my hand? We have the 3 called by of the grave and the Armageddonite that we searched off of the Osolde. And we drew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. I guess I should show that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we had these 4 already, and then we drew an additional 7. And of course you can end up drawing more stuff if you happen to be playing Allure of Darkness and you draw a bunch of darks, which is very possible. I'm running Instant Fusion as a backup for the Junk Forward because you can summon a fusion from the extra deck, Warrior Fusion. But you can also summon, I'm playing Raijin, so if and this is something I can actually do now, if I play Instant Fusion, I can bring out the Raijin, and I do have space for it because I have 3 zones. And then I can just immediately use the Raijin along with the Martial Metal Marcher to make a level 8 synchro, like Omega, or I can't make Crystal Wing because this isn't a synchro. But I did end up drawing Monster Reborn, so I could have brought back a Hyper Librarian if I wanted to make Crystal Wing. And once we get Borreload Savage Dragon, that's another option because we do have a Link monster. We have a Summon Sorc in the grave, I think, right? So we can, once we get Borreload Savage Dragon, we can make that potentially if we draw Instant Fusion throughout the combo. We can target the Summon Sorceress, and then we get 3 negates for it. So yeah, I think that's a pretty decent combo. I don't know why I just put all my entire hand in the graveyard, but yeah. So I think that's a really cool combo. I just figured I would share it with you guys. I probably won't do a deck profile on this deck because I'm not too confident with how my build is right now, but if I get a bit more confident with it, maybe I'll share that. And I want to just thank you guys for watching. I want to shout out 037 Wolf. I'll include a link in the description. He's sort of like the inspiration for like me getting back into synchro, like sort of the dark synchro kind of thing. And I'll also include a link to the Pojo forum where like some of these ideas are being shared around. And again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.